What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite? My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Go is it a guess?
I'm so excited about the event.
Bogle's gallery has a backer, I see.
Nicht alle Bilder durchschauen.
Na, ich muss mal schauen, da überall.
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be.
Nancio's had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
Verlobter, Vorfall, Herzogin bloßgestellt. Oh, das waren 4.
Diplomatische Krise.
Hast du alle gemerkt?
Dann.
Dann
Wenn
nochmal
du
schnell
das langsam machst,
Du
ja.
nochmal nachschauen.
Nancio's had to enforce the mask.
Ich starte erst, wenn wir es gehört haben. Verlobt,
Verlobt
Vorfall,
Herzog.
Herzogin. Verlobt, Vorfall, Herzog oder was noch?
und diplomatisch. Ja. 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 Ja.
Jetzt darfst aber du wieder mal lesen. Na, ich halte das. Aber du erzähl, warum das scrollen.
Es geht nicht zum Runterscrollen,
Sehr
also
gut.
du kannst es halten. Gäste sprachen, also Klatschpresse. Gäste sprachen von einem Skandal während eines der früheren Feste. Vizegouverneur Kauden, wahrscheinlich, wurde damals von seiner Gattin in Spee, einer preußischen Herzogin, mit einigen jungen Männern erwischt. Okay. Auch wenn die geplante Hochzeit aus politischen Beweggründen arrangiert worden war, schienen die Gefühle der Herzöge durchaus echt zu sein. Der Vorfall sorgte für eine diplomatische Krise zwischen Cordona und Preußen. Obwohl letztendlich nur einige Protestschreiben ausgetauscht wurden, entließ der Gouverneur seinen Stellvertreter.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece,
aber eine
and I
schöne
can
Haut, bist
expose
du
these
deppert?
base
Na, die
hedonists.
da auf dem Bild,
Ja.
wenn es wirklich so war.
Jetzt will ich nochmal schauen.
Da ist niemand drin.
Ich aktiviere gleich einen Cheat, dass ich da reinkomme. John bat mich um
Hörst du
Skandal. Ja. John bat mich um skandalträchtige Informationen über die örtliche Elite.
Skandalträchtige.
Dann machen wir das, sonst werden wir uns vorher nach Gatsch und Tratsch holen.
Are you able to help me? I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Perverse Partys in 18
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's family bought it?
Irgendwas war da, bevor die manche das Anwesen gekauft haben. Probieren wir es mal zum Lösen. Betrug nicht. Aktion nicht. Mysteriöserweise verschwunden. Wohnort der Vorfahren, okay, prima. Feuerwein. Magische Kreise.
Oh, Wahnsinn.
Klatschpresse. Das Grundstück des Anwesens gehört den das gehört vor Manches Familie einem Architekten und Okkultisten. Dieser hatte sein Leben der Durchführung eines Rituals aus einem uralten Buch gewidmet. Doch die gewöhnlichen magischen Kreise stellen sich als zu schwach dafür heraus. Aus diesem Grund baute er dieses Herrenhaus. Betrachtet man es genauer, kann man erkennen, dass es in Form bestimmten magischen Symbolen entsprechen. Zudem sind in einigen Wänden Hohlräume zu finden. Eines Tages war der Architekt doch einfach verschwunden. Einzig ein Häufchen Asche auf dem Boden war von ihm zurückgeblieben. Vielleicht hatte er mit seinem Ritual doch Erfolg.
I'll pin them down, Biscuit. Thank you, Sherlock.
Na bitteschön. Thank you, Sherlock. Bitte, habe ich gern gemacht.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ja, thank you ein.
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still
I'm
need
coming,
a crack
Sherry.
despite being
Just
ethereal.
give me another second. One of these books must open a secret passage. I know it.
Fleischverkäufer.
Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends.
Außerdem heißt der John ja eigentlich nur J-O-N ohne H. Und der John Watson hat man mit H.
Ich weiß nicht, schon.
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Die werde ich jetzt nicht wegschicken, nur wegen Sherlock.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to
Künstler
believe
mit der
there is
komischen
anyone
Brille.
permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
Der komische.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. A time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
Das wäre sinnlos, das wäre fahrlässig. Ich mach sinnlos, oder? Fahrlässig. Sinnlos.
Ja.
My mind already operates at a far higher level than most. I struggle to believe anything could improve it. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence.
Nase.
Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next? Visit the victims? Ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which
noch
your
nie
brilliance
untersucht
could be
nach dem
applied
Fall.
but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in.
Ja.
Now I must
Aber
insist
nicht,
on
dass wir
easing any
beschweren.
burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
ist
Ich möchte das Getränk
If this
auslassen.
solution truly does assist with thinking, then well, perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock.
Gestochen. Schön.
Very good. And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute. Let Fabio speak for himself.
Pardon.
Genau.
Also das lernt man schon in der Vorschule. So.
Achso, du weißt, was man in der Vorschule lernt?
Nein, ich war nie. Ich war gescheit genug für die erste Klasse.
Woher weißt du dann, was man in der Vorschule lernt?
Weil ich das vorher schon gewusst habe.
Also vor der Schule.
Alten Adam, wo ich mich irgendwas, ich wollte das jetzt analysieren und jetzt nervt er mich. Jetzt kann er mich da.
Entschuldigung.
Ja, gut schon. Wo ist denn die Bibliothek? Ich weiß nicht, ob das jetzt noch mal reinpacke. Backen kann ich, glaube ich.
Hast du gehört?
Wie in einem Hurenhaus. Ich würde mich da gerne durchbacken.
Look, I'm an outlaw.
Let me know if you need anything, sir.
Okay.
Altarraum. Altarraum. Nicht drauf.
So, da wirklich wer drin.
Ein Toter.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
Das war jetzt ein bisschen
Komisch.
arg. Ja. So.
The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars. The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus, drawn in a hurry.
Venus, nicht Planet.
A blunt-force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage.
Pluto.
Was?
This golden handle has a bloodstain on it.
Ja.
Pluto.
Venus ist da gestanden.
Vorher ist aber Pluto gestanden.
The dagger is heavy and sharp,
Oder
but lacks balance.
Mars ist gestanden.
Mars ist auf der anderen Seite gestanden.
Genau.
Ja.
Aber warum Planet?
This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood.
Venus und Mars war schon lang vorher
Ja,
Planet.
offiziell. Hör mal auf damit.
War so viel Sachen da zum.
This crude tattoo partially covers as slave branding.
Mit den Muskeln durchsehen.
The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart.
Ich finde eins nicht. Gib mir.
Ja, genau, beim Spazi.
Ich bin gerade blind. Darf das wahr sein? Dann finde ich sowas nicht.
Ohr, Auge, Nase, Mund oder so.
Ja, das haben wir schon alles.
In der Hand, ja.
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it. He died right here.
schau jetzt.
This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus, drawn in a hurry.
Warum es der Planet eingefügt haben, frage ich mich. Komplett falsch.
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner. What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere. Often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death.
Wer ist Mr. Manchios? Wir haben sie gleich gefunden.
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio, and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
Filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil... Not this travesty that seems straight out the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
Da hat er recht. Nochmal durchklicken. Okay.
You've got a lot to do, Sherlock.
Boah. Genau, so ein Bild existiert nicht. Zigarren, teure Zigarren.
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
Und schon wieder der.
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened. An open wound spoiled the carpet.
Ah. Badger.
Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
What about a quick pillow fight?
The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it. Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
Ja, ja, ich hab's gesehen. Ich bin
Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
Eieiei. Schiefe Maske.
Would you recognize me in one of these? I suppose not.
Manschettenknöpfe.
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio, Manchos.
Hallo?
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal.